Alright guys, we are back. Not too long of a break, but we'll be getting into the game in just a second. We already have all the players in the server. Just to remind you, 1-0 after the first map in favor of Mouseport. And in the standings right now, Mouse, you can already add 1 point to their account. But then, if they win the second map, they will get 2 more. Or TSM can get 1. So, there we go. TSM versus Mouseport on Overpass. This is the second map, as the first one played was Cash, and we'll be getting into the game as quickly as possible. Once again, casting the game for you, Nero Integrate, that's me, and alongside with me is Volty the King. Hello.
Hello. So, right now, I think Mouseport, since they won that one map, they do get the 3rd place spot in the group stage, I believe, right?
Yeah, they already do.
So, with that being said, if they get another one map, it's going to be easier for them to take that 2nd place as well. But it's, you know, we have, who was on the 6th place, or who had 6 points again? Was that Envious?
It was Envious, so
yeah,
that's
Envious.
right. So yeah, they will be just 1 point behind Envious if they win the second map, and that will put them in a very, very good spot. Because the teams that get a tie, that get a draw once again, will not be able to catch up with them, because they will have 2 points advantage, or actually even 3 with some teams instead of just 1.
So, yeah, first, the second knife round coming up here in this one entire game, and TSM versus Mouseport. This is TSM's map choice Overpass. And Mouseport right now, they looked really strong on Cash for a while right there, and then in the end, kind of losing it, giving TSM some rounds, but then taking it back and making it 16-14. And we'll see if TSM can make something even bigger and more huge playing this one map that they actually decided up on playing. So Mousesport's looking strong to take this one knife round, and they do get it, and I'm pretty sure they do want to switch to their team right now.
Yep.
Playing T-side is not really preferable, so to say, but we'll see how it goes. They do decide to switch, and Mousesport's playing CT side in this 1-second map, second and final map actually. So if it comes to a point in which TSM wins this, skins will be
Returned?
Yeah, returned in on CS:GO Lounge. So it's a safe bet, obviously, now for everyone who's betting on Mouse, and it's a really risky one for anyone betting on TSM. But since this is their map choice, this is looking like a map for them as well.
Yep, but they lost the knife round, so Mouseport's coming into this map in a pretty comfortable spot. But we'll just see if they manage to win the pistol round, as that also is a very important point. Or actually, even if they win the pistol round, the same thing as in Cash might happen, that they will just give the sights back, and TSM will be able to get the bomb plants over and over again, and will build up such a good economy that it won't even matter at some point.
Yeah, so Chris J going in for 2 great kills, mixing carry and going down. Cajun B finishing off with 1 great frag right there. Speedy as well going in for Gob. Dupree's helping out, and it's just 1-by-1 frags coming up here by Dennis, and it's gonna make it a 1-on-1 situation, equalizing this one round. Device is in a really awkward spot, gets the kill eventually.
Gonna get it.
Spot him out. That's insane, actually. Device in the end actually taking that one round, but after all, Dennis did a huge job actually equalizing that, and if you take a look at the stats already, Chris J and Dennis were the only ones in the team basically getting frags right there.
Yeah, so they got 2 huge entry frags by Chris J, but then TSM with so many refrags, and it left that last guy, Dennis, in a 1-on-3, I think. So he got 2 frags, but didn't manage to win the last fight against Device. But it was still very close. TSM, though, they get the pistol round on their own favorite map. So for them, of course, it's looking good. But on the other hand, Mouseport's a little bit of regrets.
That's a really intense round to start it all off. Device goes in for the kill on Chris J. Does get him. Next goes down as well. Device goes in for yet another one. Dennis, yeah. He's low right now, 5 HP remaining. Cajun B can get this one easily. Goes in for it. Dennis goes down in 2-on-4 situation right now. And Speedy, he has that armor. If he does pick up a weapon right here from Kerrigan or so on and so on, that could be really profitable for them right now. But that's not going to happen. Speedy will fall down to the ground. Gob with no armor. That's going to be really hard for him. Dupree goes in for the kill eventually. And 2-0 right now. TSM on the lead.
A solid play from Dupree. He was just sitting right there and waiting for them to run into his crosshair. Boom, a headshot. Boom, another one. And that's 2-0 in favor of TSM. They lose this one man. And that was pretty tight because then Dennis managed to pick up a weapon then. But a great flashbang and Cajun coming in with a backstab. That finished his life and that ended the hopes of moue Sports for winning that round number 2. And now they stack up in the park. Just take a look at that. 3 people waiting right there. But Device already took the bomb site B single-handedly, so they won't meet a single man from TSM in the park.
Gob will go down here. Device trying to get that 1 kill, does get it. Eventually Gob falls down to the ground, and Chris J, Dennis, and Nex, they all stood it long, so it's going to be a long turn. Actually, a great dent coming up by Nex right there. So now that we have Kerrigan, I believe that was, being low, he backs off with only 36 HP remaining. He has to back off with the team so they don't drop a weapon for moue Sports to pick up right here, which is a smart move definitely from TSM. Now they're forcing moue Sports here. They're like moue Sports, they do not have too much to lose right here. It's Dennis there with a P250, so going in for the exits right here, definitely what's profitable for them right here. If they do get the exits and do get the weapons as well, that's what's going to be making a difference in the end. Sitmix though finishing off Dennis, and there's not going to be more to it. moue Sports 0-0 right now, and they need to fix this definitely right now because this is the one round that we're seeing them with weapons. They're not going to buy the head armor since they do want to be allowed to use the nades in this one 4th round that we're seeing. So up next is the 4th round. How do you think this is going to end?
Oh, well, we'll see. Actually, I wanted to point out at the ending of the previous round, one of the CTs went down to the bomb. He ran straight into the bomb site. No idea what he was looking for, but he just died to it without doing a single thing. So yeah, now to round number 4. Let's see. Christian gets that entry frag, but he was not aiming at Device. He was aiming at the guy up close, so he might get another frag at Dupree if he just goes for the peak, and he does! That's moue Sports getting a solid start to that round number 4, and TSM immediately after rotating towards bomb side B, but there's 3 people waiting for them right here, so wherever they go right now, they're screwed. They try to throw the smokes in and at least secure a bomb plant, but it's not looking good at all. Kerrigan and Cajun B left it a 2-on-4, and the rotation is already coming. Kerrigan tried to make the cross, tried to get into the smoke to at least secure that $800 for every single player from the team, but not possible. 3-1, and moue Sports find themselves the first round of Overpass.
And Chris J right there with the op. Really lucky that he didn't go down. Dupree, if he just kept spraying for a while there, he could have got that kill easily. Chris J managing to back off and then just getting the kill eventually. It's such a crucial situation as well, because if Dupree just, you know, misses out on some bullets and Chris J gets away, if he's away with the op, he can just pretty much stable up, get ready for the shot to come and get it. So that's what happened right there. Dupree going down, and he's already down to 76 HP. Device here with the op along, gets that kill on Chris J, and this time he is not allowed to get that entry from moue Sports. So 4-5 situation, and if we take a look at the map right now, it looks like TSM, they're ready to go in towards the B site. Dennis and Gob are there, and they need to be ready on this because TSM, they're looking really strong, and they've been doing so for the past upcoming rounds. moue Sports with only 1 round in this one. If they can pick this one off, they're going to damage TSM's economy.
Yeah, but the great entry frag from Device. He shot down Chris J right there, and he was getting very confident after he got 2 perfect frags in the previous round, so this time he does a great job, and Device finds another one, and he'll be looking for more, but now gets killed by Speedy, and Dennis and Speedy to retake the site. That's a 3-on-3 with a little bit of help from Nex. They also managed to kill Kerrigan, and they know that Dupree is right there on the right. And the last man standing right now for the T's is Cajun B, and he walks there as soon as the bomb gets defused. So Cajun in a bad spot at the bad time.
And this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. You know, Dupree only starting off with 3.5k, playing T side as well, and Device, he's not even going to be able to buy that weapon if he wants those nades. This is really what's damaging TSM's economy right now. If TSM doesn't get this 1 entry, then it's going to be looking really dark for them. moue Sports could get another round right now. And Dennis right there finishing off KJB instantly. Dennis is low to 45 HP, but if he backs off right now, that could be, you know, an easy kill coming up by a refrag or so on and so on. mouse, they do have this. Playing middle, Dennis is there to try and spot more people out. Does spot out some of them as they push out, and he's actually managed to pick some people low. Kerrigan and Dupree already below 25 HP, or 26 HP actually.
Chris J. Oh, he just died. He was coming in actually from behind in TSM, so he could have got a backstab, but he just got killed. So I got my hopes up for something to happen, but he just got a headshot and went to sleep. 3-2 in favor of TSM, so they definitely want to win this round, but a lot of damage dealt. Just take a look at how low Dupree or Carrigan are. They're trying to take that bomb site A with the smokes now.
And they will, and they were lining up for this. Dennis throwing out that flashbang could actually give him for kills right there if he wanted to, but backs off eventually. Now that they know one is there, they're not going to check next corner side right there. Does going for one kill. Kerrigan goes down, but Sitnix is there for the reply. 3-on-3 situation, and thanks to that, they do have the equalizer, so equal round so far. Dennis will go down to that nade, 1-on-2 situation, putting all the pressure on Gob right here. And this is the round where he actually has to prove he's point and why he's playing in Mouse Sports, but he doesn't even have one single frag right here, so getting these 2 frags and then the defuse, this could be his star moment.
Yeah, but there we go. Dupree is going to come out from bank, but the problem for TSM is right now, they didn't really know where he's going to come from, but they hear him now running into the site device. Takes that frag, 4-2, and TSM, they indeed don't let Mouse Sports equalize the score.
They don't. 4-2 right now, and 7th round coming up here. Mouse Sports, they're looking like they did have enough money here to actually drop some pistols and P250s, flashbangs, some armor on Gob and next right there. So profitable if they do get kills. If not, then this is just actually a major waste and could have been. They do have enough money for the next upcoming round, but for example, for the other players right here, there's a drop and so on that could be dealt out. So TSM right there, they do get the entries. Cajun B going in for the kill on Chris J. Dennis will go down eventually as well. Next will go down as well. Kerrigan just finishing off with next right there. So 2-on-4 situation. And TSM, they're getting up to this A side. Sipnix holding off on the back as well, so they're not going to be allowed to backstab them.
I was just keeping track of Gob throughout the whole round, and now we know what that B stands for in his nickname. That's Gob Bond, as he is 007 right now. 5-2 in favor of TSM, but actually on the both sides we had a man without a single frag. Carrigan did manage to secure his first off the map actually in that previous round, and yep, Zipix gets stabbed in the back by one of his teammates. Will it matter though at all? Gob B picks up that P90. Now the business gets real. Now he gets pissed off and he wants to get the frags.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see if he can make a frag come up here. TSM, if they play long-range battles, that's going to be hard for him. But we'll see if he decides to rush on close quarter battles. Then, you know, it's possible. Definitely Speedy coming up here on short. Spotting one man out. That's going to be Device. Spotting the second man out as well. That's going to be Dupree. Gets 2 entries. Cajun B has already fallen down to the ground. Kerrigan is there. Spots next out and does get the kill. Dupree is on short. Kerrigan just rushing out with a knife. Dennis missing out on that first opal, and now that he does, this could be an easy kill coming up by Kerrigan. Dennis only has 2 HP, so a shot is enough. He does get it on Dennis eventually, but it's a 2-on-3 situation. Still, Mouse Sports with that 1-man advantage. And Kerrigan is going to go up towards the A site, whilst we have one player, and that's going to be Zipnix coming out from underground eventually, or connector, and coming up towards the A site here. So Kerrigan and him has to play this really smart and buy some time to get the bomb planted. We have Gob with a P90 already down there, and they're trying to surround this site. There's people coming up from behind as well. That's going to be Chris J and Speedy. So Zipnix is here. He's ready for it. He does step, so they know he's going to be there. Goes in for the kill on Chris J eventually as well. Gob B, or Speedy, I mean, going in for that kill, pardon me for that, going in for the kill on Zipnix and making it a 1-on-2 situation. Now that they do have the 1-man advantage, is Kerrigan going to be enough for this to be TSM's round? He does go in for the kill on Speedy. Yeah,
what?
This is risky.
Gob stops defusing the bomb. That would have been a round win for Mouse Sports. What a crucial mistake. Oh my goodness.
And it's super funny as well. Kerrigan missing out on that first bullet. Still, we have Gob playing the P90, as we mentioned, on a close-range battle. Still doesn't pick off that 1 kill on him. It's insane. So TSM just ridiculously getting around right there.
Oh yeah, and I just wanted to mention that there's too much talk about Gob going on, so you mistake players for him, but we have to be talking about Gob. There's too much stuff going around him.
Yeah, definitely it is right now. With 0 frags and 8 deaths, you know, he still makes something happen. He doesn't make anything happen for the team right now, so... What? Speedy?
Speedy? gets a knife kill. That might begin their comeback, but not in this round. It's a 3-on-4 with TSM having the bomb planted, and Dennis goes down to that nade. Xyp9x just turns around. He doesn't care about the thrown nade just a second ago, and then he's like, oh, I picked up a frag. And Garby manages to find a frag, but then goes down to Cajun, and that's 7-2 in favor of TSM.
Yeah, so 2-7 right now, and Team Solo mid. What is going on? This is insane. 10th round coming up right here, and we're gonna be seeing the op on Speedy right here, which, weirdly enough, you know, Chris J's been playing really good with it. For example, in the first rounds that we saw, he got that long area pretty much dealt down with himself, and you know, just held that down. Chris J this time though, he decides to push, and this is definitely a risky call coming up by them. They do go in for it. Does manage to get that one kill, but since the reply is there, that's not going to make too much of a difference. You know, TSM, with this large of a map as well, overpass, where you're, as a CT, if you decide to push up and die, you've got such a long way to turn on to the A side again. If Cajun B just decided to go up to the A side, got Dennis instantly, and got the bomb planted, that would have taken so long for TSM to take over again. So, really risky play coming up here by mousesports. Eventually, though, fun fact here is that they do have the one-man advantage. Speedy with the op, gets Kerrigan, and he's proving to a point in why he's actually playing that op right now. Xyp9x, though, could potentially get the equalizer right here. Gob is down on water, and could this be his potential first frag? It is going to be his first frag. Xyp9x is going to fall down to the ground because of that, and Cajun B is on a 1-on-3 situation. How do you think this is going to end?
Oh, well, he's probably gonna get picked off, especially after Gob just spotted him right here. There's one man from the balcony, but Dennis just goes down. Next, coming in from the left of Cajun B, is not gonna get spotted too quickly. 7-3, mousesports finally get around back, so maybe that knife kill was the beginning of the comeback that we were talking about.
Yeah, definitely. So, we'll see how this goes, and TSM, they got 4 rounds in a row right there, and then mousesports just breaking the streak right there. And, you know, those are the kind of rounds that TSM, now that they do have the flow and the momentum, you just gotta shake it off and keep going with what you have. So, TSM, that's exactly what they're gonna be doing. Dupree coming up our shore right there.
Wow.
Dennis will go down as he's jumping, trying to find info of where TSM's players are hiding. And 4-on-5 situation. Dupree spots one man out, and that's going to be Gob. Speedy has already got... He actually was spotted out by Dupree earlier right there, but he didn't decide to go in for that kill instantly. Does pay off clean for Speedy right there in 3-on-4 situation. TSM, they do have that one-man advantage, and it's all about what they decide to do here.
Yeah, there's Cajun coming in from short, and Xyp9x from long, but Speedy gonna push out. Doesn't spot Cajun just yet as he's hidden in the corner. But Speedy does have a good shot at getting a frag, an easy frag right there, vocal to the round 2. But he just exposes his back to Cajun. And that's 4-on-2. However, Mao's defending that bomb site A, and they're trying to bring it back, but Xyp9x with the bomb on B. The rest of the team is there too, so they can get perfect after plant positions and cover all the angles.
So, right now, TSM, they can just hold this down and wait for them to come at them. mousesports, there's not much you can do here. You've got that op, you've got that AK with the economical situation that they're in. It's not profitable to even try to go in for these kills in the end. So, you know, if they do fall down on the ground, they lose so much money just by doing so. It's insane. So, definitely a logical save coming up here by mousesports, definitely.
There we go. There we go. The bomb goes off, and TSM 8-3 right now. So mousesports, they won a round and then they lost one, and their economy got shattered. So at least they managed to save up the 2 weapons. Previously, actually, Speedy was playing with a UMP-45, and that might have saved them right here, right now, because they managed to buy up a FAMAS.
Definitely, and if they didn't save, then you know the money would have been so bad for them. It would have been super hard to buy for this one round as well. And if you know, it's gonna be so profitable for them as well because they did decide to buy when they do go in for this one round, and if they do get it, TSM, you know, they're still gonna be able to buy in the next upcoming round eventually, quietly, not really entirely, but you know, it's gonna be enough to buy. Speedy goes in for that kill on Dupree. That's the equalizer. Kerrigan goes in for one on Speedy as well, but. It's going to be looking dark for Mouse in the end right now. Device just holding down with the op right there next, and Chris J are there. He's gonna go in for the kill
Ooh, what a
next,
frag.
but Chris J just holds that down, and that's the reply for what happened earlier in 2-on-3 situation, or 2-on-1 situation actually. Pardon me for that. Chris J will get down on water with the AK. Does go down a Cajun B since there was a crossfire potential from Kerrigan coming up, but yeah, by both of the players actually right there. So 3-9, and yeah.
Well, Christie spotted Kerrigan for a split second, so he got distracted. He couldn't really focus on Cajun B anymore because he was afraid of someone backstabbing him. So he couldn't really get out of that situation successfully. 9-3 in favor of TSM right now, and they will be looking for even more and more rounds as Mousesports now playing an eco.
And Chris J trying to make something happen on long. Kerrigan will go in for the kill instantly. He's going to be denied to even make some damage. The only one he does deal something to his device, but that's not going to be crucial at all. Mousesports, they're in a slightly economical disadvantage as well, so TSM, they do have this in their hands if they play this smart and don't allow Mouse to go in for off-guard kills. Now they do spot one man out, and that's Device. They do spot, yeah, they do spot each other out. Yeah, that was really close. Device could have got that frag if he just shot a little bit earlier right there. So
he got a similar shot on point though in the previous round, so yeah, it was a possibility for him right there, definitely. Still, it is a 5-4 as Chris J dropped already, and TSM looking great. And I already pointed out that it's an eco round for Mousesports, so they're most probably destined to lose it. But now there is one man right behind that pillar. However, he does only manage to just die.
Dominic going in for that kill, and Dennis, and Kerrigan going in for the gob. So one by one, just going down to the ground here. Mousesports, it's not gonna be possible for them to take this one home with only Next being alive right there. TSM with 10 rounds right here, and Mousesports with only 3. Remember, this is TSM's map of choice, and Mousesports actually won the earlier one game as well. So with that being said, this is most likely looking to be 1-1 if TSM gets 12-3 by halftime.
Yeah, but at least this time it is quite fair because the teams won their own maps. Previously, it's always been the case that, for example, Kingwin won Mirage, which was the map of choice of gamers too, but then lost their own, and that was quite weird. Here it looks a little bit more normal, but TSM, it was such a close map on Cash, but now they just crush Mousesports. It is a stomp right here, and they're gonna get yet another round. If this half ends 12-3, then TSM will have most probably already won.
Well, definitely, and you know, Chris J and X, there's not much they can do here but saves. So, you know, look at the economy as well. You know, Mousesports, they're going to be in a really low budget buy round after this, and that's Chris J and X. They're probably going to be some of the only rifles in this one, unless they drop or mix their economy up, but it's going to be looking really hard for them. They won't be able to buy the nades, they won't be able to buy full, and so on and so on. So Mousesports, this is a really risky moment, and since Cajun gets that kill on Next as well, they only have Chris J with that rifle. They're not going to be able to buy too much right here. They do have that shotgun, that swag on Dennis and Gob. Next and Speedy, we have Speedy with a UMP, and Next with a swag as well.
Right, so I actually wanted to say either rifle, either FAMASs or pistols, but they decided to go for shotguns right here and a UMP-45, so the nades are there and slightly stronger than pistols.
Well, it's...
Gobi with one frag, and he's looking for more. Dennis actually also peeks out from the door and gets Cajun. Oh my goodness, Mouse. They put themselves in a 4-on-1, and Device right behind the pillar. He'll get chased down by Next. What a round.
Yeah, definitely. I was just about to say at that one exact moment that, it's not profitable for them to buy these, but if they know how to play them, they can actually win around here against TSM, and that's exactly what happened. So, 16th round coming up here, and 4-11 is what it's looking like. They're ready for the next upcoming pistol round right now. So Gob and Speedy are the ones with the nades. We'll see here. TSM, they do have armor. They do have the def kit on Zipnix and the nade on him as well. Kerrigan with the smoke, so he can delay a push eventually. They do decide they want to go A here. He's really close to that. And Device just demolishing Mouse right here as they're trying to get up on short. They're just going to be humiliated. Kerrigan trying to make some damage through that smoke. Doesn't really actually... Nix gets the kill eventually on Next right there, and Speedy and Gob just going down. And TSM not allowing Mousesports to get even that one frag that they need to start this off in the second half. And it's looking really bad for TSM right now. They do have the slightly economical advantage as well. So, with that being said, TSM definitely able to take this home right now if they really want to.
Yeah, that's definitely looking great. They won the pistol. And I said it will most probably be 12-3, and then TSM will have most probably already won the map. But even if it's 11-4, even if Mousesports managed to come back with this last round of the first half, and actually maybe come back is too big of a word right here, but they stepped it up in the last round, it's still not looking good at all.
4-5 situation right now, and they're on a low budget buy round as well. So TSM, it's gonna be looking really hard for them, right? Yeah, since the Next actually looking for that kill, but then they just decide to get the replies instantly right there. Speedy goes in for the kill eventually, but as he's the only one remaining on a 2-on-1 situation, when you're meeting to such heavy weapons, it's gonna be super hard. But in the end right there, Mousesports actually decided to go for a low-budget buy. They decided to go in for some kills, got 3 kills in the end, and, you know, damaging some of TSM's economy right there. Cajun B and Device are forced to play with, no, actually only Cajun B is forced to play with that MP9, so we'll see if he can go close range and get some action done with that. Kerrigan throwing out that flash as well as he decides he wants to push right here.
Take a look at that. Mousesports, they didn't get a bomb plant, but they still buy up. They forced it up right here, and well, that might have been a good choice if they only managed to win it. But if they lose it, there's nothing else that they can do at this stage. They have 1 AK in the hands of Chris J, and they've already lost Speedy, but Device is down to 14 points of health. They have a chance of getting that M4 in their hands, but Dennis falls, and he's still on, throws an 8, and manages to run around and gets an 8 kill. Device, what a play. Still alive at 14 points of health with 3 frags. Kerrigan most probably to finish the round off. Oh my goodness, what a play in the toilets.
Device, he's just like Pasha, full control, my friend. Not even a problem. So definitely well played by him right there. And he was so low on HP as well. And the fact that he survives, where there's 2 people shooting through that smoke, just jumps away and survives. It's insane. It's gonna be definitely around here for TSM. Well valued as well. Mousesports denied to take this one home.
And so, well, there comes another force buy from Mousesports. This time, at least, they managed to trade it out 1 for 1. But Kerrigan with an aid to slow them down before they enter the site. And Debris even comes in from behind. Now, Chris J, the last man standing with a scout. 1 up against 3. If he gets the duels 1v1 every single time, he might have a chance of winning this one. But I don't think Team Solo Mid will give him enough mercy.
And it's, you know, they throw those Molotov, or they throw those incendiary nades, and they throw those nades, and they're pretty much trying to delay the push from Mousesports. What Mousesports instead does is they just rush through it, and that's, you know, you're gonna be so damaged when you get out there, you instantly need those headshots. If you don't get those headshots, TSM are gonna get those kills. It's just as easy as that. So Mousesports eventually right now 4-15, and TSM are really looking strong in this one. And go TV lag in the end right there, or did that happen to you as well?
Yeah, it did, but fortunately this time no one really died. Cajun B is playing with a Nova, and TSM once again trolling. Previously, I watched a team, I think they were trolling when they were very high up against some other team, and this time they once again go for it. Kerrigan with the P90, Cajun with the Nova, but it's a 4-on-4. One of the T's actually quit the game. One of the players from Mousesports, and Device and Zipix 2 last man standing, but they're low on health. Goppy falls down to a USB, actually not a nade, and 2 nades were thrown at him. Dennis now in a 1-on-1. Device, just 7 points of health left, and he's gonna go for the defuse. He's gonna go down. Mouse still alive, and one of the players, as I already said, quit the game.
Yeah, this actually could play a huge role for Mousesports in the end, but with 4 players and getting around against TSM, you know, it's all right. It's a good play. Yeah. We'll see how this goes.
Still, they don't even pause. They don't even wait
don't.
for the guy.
They're most likely to lose this either way, I believe they are believing. But we've seen comebacks before.
Yeah, definitely.
Right there.
Occasion V gets a frag, an entry frag as you said, but then Mouse get a frag back and they want to enter the site. Oh, but the frags from Kerrigan with a mag 7. And there we go, that's 16-5 in favor of TSM. So they trolled around by the ending of it, but Mouse didn't really decide to play around with them. Just one of them just quit the game, and then they lost it.
It's funny as well, you know, you have Mouse Sports. Even if they lost that second map, they're still on the 3rd place
definitely.
of Group B. So, however, even though they lose the second map, it's profitable to play this, and you know the fact that they get from 4th place to 3rd place actually is really important for them right here. So, definitely, Mouse Sports still in the end they made something out of it, and they got that one map against TSM. TSM rocking with 1 more point in the top as well, I believe.
Yeah, 9 points right now, Envious on 6, right behind them. So, Envious, if they win a match, they will be able to even the things out, but at least they will not top them. However, Envious only 4 matches played in TSM 5, so it will be all fair and square.
It will. It most certainly will. Now, who has been casting these games? Is it Nero? Is that the name of him?
Yeah, I think my name is Neuro Integrate. That integrate a little bit is the thing that people always tend to forget, or they say intergate or something like that. Yeah, it's integrate as an integration, because I was an in-game leader when I played 1.6, and with me I think there's a kid called Volty the King, or something like that.
Yeah, the 15-year-old, yeah. Yeah, Volty the King, yeah.
Alright, so yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the matchup. You can find us on Twitter and me on Facebook. It's NeuroIntegrate and Volty the King for you guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and I hope you will for the upcoming matches of CounterPit. And we'll see you, well, in the future.